To this now, the Special Investigating Unit Head Advocate, Mr. Mothibi, says he suspects that there is a criminal syndicate that is operating at the country's 5 refugee centres. A whistleblower is said to have tipped off the SIU as well as Home Affairs Department to these unlawful activities occurring at these centres, where officials are allegedly being bribed to issue fraudulent documents to unregistered foreign nationals. The SIU and the Hawks embarked on a search and seizure efforts at refugee centres in Marabastad, in Cape Town, in Durban, in Musina, as well as in Qheberha. Special Investigating Unit spokesperson, Mr. Kaizer Kganyago, is here with us. Mr. Kganyago, thank you so much for making time to be with us. So please talk to us about the search and seizure operations at the various refugee centres. What are some of the items you have uncovered, and what are we likely to see in terms of people being arrested or imminent arrests?
Good afternoon, and good afternoon to your viewers. What we have done yesterday, we went into all the 5 refugee centres in the country, and we were getting documentation that will help us in the investigation, but we were also looking at gadgets, as in the computers that they were using in the processes that they embark on, and also the cell phones that they use. And to our surprise, among other things, we went to one of the offices. There was this one official who had 18 cell phones in his cupboard, and all of them were banner phones, and all of them were recorded and by different numbers, and all with SIM cards, and we could clearly see that there are shenanigans that are happening. But what is the way forward? The way forward is we've now started over the weekend to mirror image all of those cell phones and the computers, and then what we then are going to do is use that information as part of our investigation, and in order to find out who are the people who are involved with the briberies that are happening there, and how do they do this, and then we will be able to then deal with those that have done criminality by sending them to the NPA. But those ones that are still working there, obviously, will have to refer to the Home Affairs Department to make sure that they are removed from the system.
So, Mr. Kganyago, I mean, these are various centres from the other areas that I've mentioned. I mean, there's Musina, there's KZN, there's Joburg, and even in Cape Town. So there's even suspicion that this could be a syndicate. So without compromising the case, I mean, what can you tell us about what you uncovered around this syndicate that is operating at these refugee centres?
By the time we went there, because we had talked to whistleblowers, we knew who we were targeting. We had about 120 people of interest. 60 of them were in the Marabastad center, and then the other 60 is shared among the other 4 that are remaining. Therefore, we knew who we were targeting, and we were able to go to all their offices and get those gadgets from them. One of the things that we had when we were there yesterday was that there is an internet cafe across that really works with the people at Home Affairs. They help with printing of these documents, and they charge exorbitant amount. People there were saying they get charged about 17,000 rand to just get a temporary permit to be in the country.
So, Mr. Kganyago, who actually called the SIU? Was it the Department of Home Affairs, or you had a separate, of course, tip to go and look into the developments at these various centres?
What happened was that the department had done an investigation, what we call the Lubisi investigation. Therefore, it saw some of these things, but they couldn't take it further. That is when the department approached us, and then we, together with them, worked on a proclamation that was signed by the president in February, and then we had started with the investigation. But when we had started with the investigation, the whistleblowers then came to us and say, I think you need to start focusing here first, because we are looking at all the documents that are done in the Home Affairs, including visas and everything else. Therefore, then they said to us, let's start with the immigration. And they gave us all the information. And because we were worried that the information will disappear, therefore we quickly went to the judge to get an order to go and do a search and seizure, so that by the time they think of letting go of this information, we have it with us. We've mirror imaged it. Our people are working throughout the weekend because we want to take back those computers come Tuesday so that they can continue doing their work.
All right, Mr. Kganyago, thank you so much for your input